Hi, good afternoon. We wait for a while, let everybody join. Okay, to double check, you are last year Form 4, right? You are 2020 Form 4 student, right? Okay. Okay, wait for a while. Because I got 2 Form 5 classes, so I confused. Okay, berapa orang tak ada nota minggu lepas? We haven't finished the last week notes. We need to finish the last week notes first before you go to today's notes. Berapa orang tak ada nota minggu lepas? Berapa orang tak ada nota minggu lepas? Semua ada? If we ada, can you take out nota minggu lepas, lesson 1 first? We complete the lesson 1 first. Page number 4. Okay, last week we got learned the formulas. Okay, last week we got learned the formulas. First one is keberuntungan. Got 4 formulas. Second one is kecairan. Got 2 formulas. Then kecekapan. Got 3 formula. Okay? You remember all the formulas? Okay, I just write the formulas without the name. Untung kasar over cost jualan. Untung kasar over jualan. Untung bersih over jualan. Untung bersih over modal awal. Times 100, times 100, times 100, times 100. Lepas tu dalam kecairan, 2 formulas. What are the 2 formulas in a kecairan? Asset semasa over liability semasa. Asset semasa without closing in. Asset semasa tanpa inventory akhir. Tanpa inventory akhir over liability semasa. Kecekapan is jualan kredit. Jualan kredit, ABT over jualan kredit times 365. ABB over belian kredit times 365. Another one is cost jualan over inventory purata. So these are the formulas. By heart, you need to remember this formula. Kalau bab ini tak keluar the last year Form 5. Okay, kalau bab ini tak keluar last year Form 5, later on the March write the exam, March or February. Okay, and then your year is very important. Okay, nanti kita tengoklah kalau soalan tu tak. But normally December the exam finish, I will by January I will know lah this is important or not important. But since the SPM belum habis lagi, so we cannot decide. So after the SPM question come out, we will check kalau soalan tahun lepas tak keluar, tahun ini sangat-sangat penting. You need to remember all these formulas. So all the formulas I got right here. All the formulas saya ada tulis kat sini. So kita baca soalan. Inilah soalan. Maklumat berikut dipetik daripada perniagaan Abu Talib bagi tahun berakhir 31 Mac 2017. They gave you all this item lah. Okay, untung kasar ada, untung bersih ada modal awal. They give you extra information modal awal juga. Extra information modal awal juga. Lepas tu the formulas last week saya sudah tulis. First one is tokokan. Untung kasa over cost jualan. So how much is untung kasa? Untung kasa is 57,149. 57,149 over cost jualan. Berapa cost jualan dia? 180,271. Darab dengan 100. Can anybody calculate answer? How much? Not anybody, everybody. Can you calculate and tell me how much the answer? Halo, you orang ada calculator ke tak ada calculator? Correct. Must be 2 decimal. Remember this. Must be 2 decimal. The answer must be in a 2 decimal. 31.70. Yes. Okay, you put the 0. And then don't forget to put the percentage. 37.70 percentage. Okay, seterusnya. Peratus untung kasa atas jualan. So my untung kasa still same. 57149 over jualan. How much is my jualan? You just take from the penyata pendapatan. Okay, if you got pulangan jualan, you need to minus the pulangan jualan first. Okay, kita akan ambil jualan bersih. For this question, we don't have pulangan, so we take the jualan. 237 420 darab dengan 100. So I take 57149 divide 237420 times 100. I get 24.0. Anybody? 24.0. Hey, please use your calculator.
24.07, sir.
Yeah, correct. 7, and then don't forget to put the percentage. 24.07 percentage. Smart. All good. Okay, next one. Untung bersih atas jualan. Untung bersih. So how much is your untung bersih? Untung bersih is 24,24695 over jualan. Jualan you can take out one lah. 237,420 darab dengan 100. So 24695 divide 237420 times 100. I get 1040 percentage. Smart. Okay, next one is untung bersih, pulangan atas modal. Pulangan atas modal is untung bersih is 24,695 over modal awal. You need a modal awal, but the modal awal information we don't get from the penyata pendapatan. So we suppose to see the penyata kedudukan kewangan, but I don't want to waste my space, so that's why I already give you how much the modal awal. 85,153. 85,153. 85,153 darab dengan 100. So 24,695 divide 85,153. 85,153 times 100. You get 29. Just put 00. Okay, 2 decimal. Always go for 2 decimal. Just put the 00. 29.00 percentage. Easy, right? Okay. If you remember the formula, it's very easy. You just go to the information penyata pendapatan and penyata kedudukan kewangan, extract the information, and then you can do already. Okay. So next one, they give me penyata kedudukan, same thing. They give me penyata kedudukan kewangan. Maklumat tambahan also they give me jualan kredit, belian kredit, and now they ask me to calculate nisbah semasa. The formula for nisbah semasa is asset semasa bahagi liability semasa. So how much is my asset semasa? I can take from here. The total is here, asset semasa. So I take 67714 divide with liability semasa. I have only one liability semasa. So divide 12586. Okay, anybody calculate the answer and tell me the correct answer? Anyone? What is the correct answer? Use a calculator. 5.38 is wrong. Huh? What is your correct answer? 5.38 is wrong. This is nisbah semasa. So nisbah semasa in what ukuran? Yeah, very good. Answer is 5.38 ratio to 1. You must write like this. It's a must. If you just write 5.38, you don't get any marks. If you just write 5.38, you don't get any marks. Okay, now? Okay, next one. Ujian acid. Ujian acid is the same formula, but we need to take out the inventory. Okay, this one you can do two ways. I'll show you the both way. First one is asset semasa. How much is the jumlah asset semasa? 67714 minus the inventory akhir. How much inventory akhir? 41524. 41524 over liability semasa 12586. So can you calculate 57714 minus 41524 divide 12,586. So I get 2.08 ratio to 1. 2.08 ratio to 1. Okay, you can do like this, or another calculation on this. This one is you take this. You take all the assets semasa except the inventory akhir. So 17,320 plus 8960. Do you have any other assets semasa? No. Then divide with 12586. Try. You're supposed to get the same answer. Yes. Okay, how you want to do is up to you. You want to do like this, or you want to do like this, up to you. Same thing. Can you see the difference? If yes, can you give me some thumbs up? Can you see the difference? Can I? Okay, good. Okay, next one is kecekapan. Kecekapan got this is actually for the first keberuntungan ada 4 formula. Keberuntungan ada 4 formula. Kecairan ada 2 formula, 4, 2. Kecekapan ada 3 formula. You need to remember 4, 2 and 3. Okay, for nisbah kecekapan, the first formula is kadar pusing ganti inventory. If the question silent, sebenarnya kita ada 2 formula. Satu adalah ini adalah untuk cari dalam kali, ini adalah untuk cari dalam hari. So if the question silent, we always go for kali. Okay, if the question asks for hari, then only we use the second formula, cari berapa hari. If the question silent, we always go for kali. So what's the formula? Cost jualan over inventory purata. This is the formula to calculate inventory purata. Inventory awal tambah inventory akhir divide 2. So now I go back to my my data. How much is my cost jualan? My cost jualan is 180271. Okay, that's my cost jualan. My cost jualan. All these are related question. 180271 over inventory awal tambah inventory akhir divide 2. So how much is my inventory awal? My inventory awal is 34,560, and your inventory akhir 41,524. I go here. I write inventory awal. My inventory awal is 34560 plus 41524 divide 2. So what's the answer? Anybody? What's the answer? Very good. Others? If we say 4.74 is wrong, if you get 4.74 is wrong, you must write 4.74 kali. Mesti ada kali. Okay, next one. Tempoh kutipan hutang. Tempoh kutipan hutang. Okay, ABT. Go check how much is your ABT. This is my ABT. 17,230. My ABT is 17,320. Divide with jualan credit. Jualan credit, right? The question got give me here. Okay, the question got give me. Divide 120,500. 120,500 and times with 365. Okay, 1 year. Okay, even though it's a leap year, we still times with 365. In accounting, 1 year we have 365 days only. We have only 365 days. So this one divide with this times 365. I get how much? Anyone? Okay, normally hari tak boleh ada decimal lah. Hari tak boleh ada decimal. So to play safe, what you can do? You write here 52.19, tulis macam ini. Dekat bawah dia, you write 52 hari, 52 hari. 52 hari. You write whatever in a calculator, you write first, and then dekat bawah dia, you write 52 hari. Kan? Hari tak boleh ada decimal normally. Okay. Next one. Tempoh bayaran hutang, ABB. My ABB is this, 12586. 12586 over belian kredit. Belian kredit saya ada dekat sini ya. 113,600. 113,600 times 365. Times 365. I get 40.44. Then it will become 41 hari. Okay, now. Easy, huh? Just follow the formula. Chapter 1 is very, very easy. Okay, question 1. We skip the question 1. You just no need to do this. We go for question number 2. Question number 2. Okay, sorry, 40 days. 40 days. 40 hari. Okay, you follow the mathematical round of law. In SPM, we follow that. Okay, 40 hari, sorry. Okay, question number 2. Maklumat perniagaan Seri Cantik Manis bagi tahun kewangan berakhir 30 Jun 2017 adalah seperti berikut. They give me all this information. And then last week, we already calculate the cost jualan. Inventory awal, tambah belian, tambah angkutan masuk. Tolak inventory akhir, we get the cost jualan ready. After that, untung kasa. What is the formula to calculate untung kasa? Anyone? What is the formula to calculate untung kasa? The simple formula. You got a jualan, you got a cost jualan. So what is the formula to calculate untung kasa? You got a jualan, you got a cost jualan. So what is the formula to calculate untung kasa? Very good. Very good. Others? Others? Apakah formula mencari untung kasa? Jualan tolak dengan cost jualan. jualan tolak dengan kos jualan. Very good. Kita akan dapat untung kasar. So how much is my jualan? 93,000. Sorry. 93,080 tolak dengan kos jualan. My cost jualan 71600. You get the answer. Berapa? 93080 tolak 71600. I get an untung kasar 21480. 21480. Okay, peratus tokokan. Anybody can tell me the formula for peratus tokokan? You can remember or not? Peratus tokokan punya formula. Can remember or not? Can or cannot? You cannot mean tell me cannot. I will teach you how to remember. Can or cannot? Tokokan punya formula apa? Cannot. Very good. Okay, if you cannot, just watch me. How I remember the formula is, I see the name. Tokokan. Tokokan, I see tokokan. Okay, I can see the K. The K is the answer actually. K. Okay. K yang ada depan, K yang ada di depan, saya akan letak di belakang. K yang ada depan, saya letak di belakang. K yang belakang ini, saya letak di depan. K yang depan ini, belakang. Belakang itu dekat bawah. Ini dekat atas, belakang. Ini belakang, right? Bawah, depan. So, can you just recall, ada apa-apa, something K, or lagi satu K, something. The first one is what? Something K is what? Ina penyata pendapatan. Something K. Something K is what? Yes, untung kasar. Untung kasar. Then K something. Ina penyata pendapatan, K something. Kos jualan. And they say peratus, this one always need to times with 100. This is how I remember the formula. Okay, the key point is that K depan letak di belakang, atas. K belakang letak di depan, bawah. Okay, K depan letak belakang di atas. K belakang letak depan di bawah. Then you just recall lah ada apa-apa dekat penyata pendapatan, then you will know the formula. Okay, so my untung kasar, how much is my untung kasar? My untung kasar I take from here, 21480 over cost jualan take from here, 71600 times with 100. 21480 divide 41600 times 100. I get 30 is wrong. If you get 30 is wrong. It's supposed to be 30 peratus. There's no peratus, no marks. As easy as that. Tak ada peratus, tak ada markah. Understand not? Okay, continue. Next one. Kadar pusing ganti inventory. Okay, kadar pusing ganti inventory pun kita ada a special thing to remember the formula. Okay, anybody can remember the formula? Cannot? Kadar pusing ganti inventory. Can or cannot? Formula. Can remember the formula or not? Kadar pusing ganti cannot also is okay. See. The first letter. Yes, correct. Okay. First letter of the first word and first letter of the last word. Okay. First letter of the first word. First word on the last. First letter on the last word also. We take that. What is that? K over I. K start with what? Anything K? Ina penyata pendapatan? Anything K? Yeah. Cost jualan. I. Inventory. But we need to take the inventory awal ke akhir. We got two inventory here. We take the inventory awal ke akhir ke both. We take the average. We take the average. We take the average. Inventory purata. We take the average inventory. Because since we have a 2 inventory, we take the average inventory. So inventory awal tambah dengan inventory akhir divide with 2. We take the average. That's it. Easy to remember the formula. Cost jualan is 71600 over inventory awal. Awal akhir 8600 plus 9300 divide 2. So my inventory purata is 13250. 71,600 divide with this answer. I'll get 5.40. Ini kali. Okay, now you see how to remember the formula. If you forget the formula, everything with the question will tell you. Any problem? Okay, no problem. Let me tell you something. This is the beauty of accounting. This is the beauty of principal accountant. Let's say you put a wrong number here. This number is wrong. If this number is wrong, okay, this one you akan dapat 2 markah, 2 markah, 2 markah, 2 markah, 2 markah. Kalau ini salah, wait, let me check again. 86,000, wait, 71,600 divide 9300. Oh yeah. How you get 8 kali? No, it's 5.4 kali. How you get 8 kali? Oh yeah, 8 kali, sorry. 8 kali. Okay, let's say you dapat ini salah. Bila ini salah, jawapan ini pun salah. Kalau jawapan ini salah, Roman 2 betul ke salah? Ini salah, right? Then your ini pun salah. So ini pun salah. Semua akan salah. So how many marks you will get? How many marks you get out of the 8 marks? One mark, no. Others?
0.
No. You get 6 marks. 6 over 8. Assuming only this wrong. Ini salah, tapi ini formula betul. Formula betul. Number salah. Number ini salah, tapi formula betul. Number ini salah, formula betul. Number ini salah, tapi formula betul. You'll get 6 over 8. Full mark for this, full mark for this, full mark. Even though everything is wrong, semua ini adalah salah, tapi you'll get 6 over 8. That's the beauty of accounts. Semua salah pun, the accounts will give you marks. That's why whenever you do something, bila benda ini salah, you tahu ini salah, don't stop there. Just continue do. Just continue do. Doesn't matter itu betul ke salah, as long the format betul, formula betul, you'll get the marks. Understand not? That's the best thing of accounts. Account is the most easiest subject in the world. Okay, if you're done, we go for the next lesson, lesson number 2. Okay, the lesson that I sent yesterday. So can you open the lesson? Lesson number 2, question number 1. Lesson number 2, question number 1. Okay, you can go to the page number 5. You can take out. Okay, soalan ada dekat muka surat nombor 1, jawapan dia ada dekat muka surat nombor 5. So tempat untuk menulis jawapan dia dekat page number 5. So you can put side by side lah, easy for us to See the question and do. Right. Okay, I read the question. Inilah analisis dan tafsiran penyata keuangan. Maklumat berikut diperoleh daripada dua firma yang menjalankan perniagaan peralatan sukan rekreasi pada 30 April 2017. Inilah Rekreasi Faizal. Inilah Outworld Training and Equipment. Anda dihendaki menghitung nisbah berikut bagi pusat sukan rekreasi Faizal. Berikan jawapan anda dalam 2 tempat perpuluhan. Even though they didn't say 2 tempat perpuluhan, you still need to write in a 2 tempat perpuluhan. They asked me to calculate kadar pusing ganti inventory, peratus untung kasa atas jualan, nisbah semasa, pulangan atas modal. So they asked me to fall. So what I did is I already draw the table for you. But in an exam, they don't draw the table. You need to draw yourself. In SPM, you need to draw yourself. Okay. So now I give you 2 minutes. Can you write the formula? Can you write the formula yourself? Faster. Write the formula. You should know. Just now I teach already. The formulas. How to remember the formulas. 2 minutes. Faster. Write the formula for yourself. Okay, first one, kadar pusing ganti inventory. I say first letter in the first word, first letter in the last word, KI. K stand for cost jualan. Over I stand for inventory purata or purata inventory lah. Peratus untung kasa atas jualan. This one no need to worry. The question give you the answer already. Untung kasa atas jualan. So untung kasa atas jualan. I need to times 100 lah. Peratus, right? Nisbah semasa. Okay, how to remember for nisbah semasa? Penyata kedudukan kewangan. Penyata kedudukan kewangan ada 2 semasa. Penyata kedudukan kewangan ada 2 semasa. Apakah 2 semasa yang kita ada dekat penyata kedudukan kewangan? Apakah 2 semasa yang kita ada dekat penyata kedudukan kewangan? Apakah 2 semasa yang ada dekat penyata kedudukan kewangan? Very good. Others? You just write me short form. No need write full. Yes. Some more. Yeah. Correct. Smart. Okay. Aset semasa over liability semasa. Aset semasa, liability semasa. That's it. Okay. Pulangan atas modal. How to remember the formula for pulangan atas modal? Pulangan is what? Pulangan. Okay, I start a business. Okay, I start a business with the expectation in return what I get. I start a business. Satu businessman to start a business with the expectation in return dengan sebagai pulangan apa yang dia mau. Dia mau untung bersih. So pulangan adalah untung bersih. Pulangan adalah untung bersih. So pulangan atas modal means untung bersih over modal. Modal apa? Modal awal. Then this one, don't forget to times 100. Need to times 100 lah. The one you need to remember. Modal awal times 100. Very easy. Okay, semua formula dalam nama itu I can recall the name. Dalam nama itu I can recall the formulas. Can I not? Okay, now kita akan buat jawapan. Jawapan dia adalah, okay, first one, kos jualan. Berapakah kos jualan? Kos jualan ada dekat sini. $24,550. 24,550. Then inventory purata. Inventory purata, you need to plus these two. 24,000 plus 3,500. So go here. 24,000 plus 3,500 divide 2. Then 24,550 divide with the answer. I'll get berapa? Anybody? $8.32 kali. 8.32 kali. Mesti kena ada kali ya. Okay, next one. Untung kasar over jualan. So untung kasar. How much is untung kasar? Oh, the question didn't give me untung kasar. The question didn't give me untung kasar. But do you know how to calculate untung kasar? What is the formula to calculate untung kasar? The standard formula? Very good. Jualan tolak kos jualan. Jualan tolak kos jualan. Jualan tolak kos jualan. How much jualan? 40,100 minus cost jualan is 24,550. So untung kasar is 40,100 jualan tolak dengan cost jualan 24,550 over jualan. Jualan is this now 40,100 times 100. I get 38.78. 38.78 kali. Are you all following me? Okay or not? Am I too fast? If I'm too fast, let me know. I will slow down. If you feel I'm too fast, let me know. I will slow down. Okay, next one. Oh. This one's supposed to be Pratos, right? Pratos. Yeah. Thank you. 38.78. Pratos. Okay, next one. Asset semasa, liability semasa. Oh, dekat sini dia tak bagi asset semasa. We need to calculate ourselves. Okay, bank is asset semasa. Tuna is asset semasa. Inventory awal is nothing. Inventory awal is nothing. Your inventory akhir aset semasa. ABT aset semasa. Account belum bayar liability semasa. Ada lagi tak? Saver belum bayar is liability semasa. Saver belum bayar is liability semasa. Belanja pelbagai is belanja nothing. That's it lah. So I think I need to snap picture easy for me. So I don't need to come back here. So bank. Nisbah semasa, asset semasa, bank is 6,800 plus tuna is 3,300 plus inventory akhir 3,500 plus 6,100 is account belum terima over liability semasa ABB liability semasa 4,000 plus saver belum bayar is my liability also 450. So my answer 6,800 plus 3,300 plus 3,500 6,100 divide with 4,000 plus 450 total. How much? Anybody? How much you get? Yeah, very good. 4.43 ratio to 1. 4.43 ratio to 1. Okay, next one. Pulangan atas modal, untung bersih over modal awal, untung bersih over modal awal, untung bersih. How much is untung bersih? They didn't give me. But you know how to calculate untung bersih? Untung bersih equal to untung kasar tambah hasil tolak belanja. Untung kasar tambah hasil tolak belanja. You'll get the answer. So how much is the untung kasar? You know in the answer there. I can calculate that. Hasil and belanja. Do you have hasil and belanja? You have one belanja. This is belanja. I think you have only one belanja lah. You have only one belanja. So now we calculate how much is my untung bersih first. So for untung kasar, I take this formula. 40100 minus 24550. I get untung kasar. I'll get untung kasar. This untung kasar need to minus with belanja. We don't have any hasil. 3,500. Divide with modal awal. Did the question give you modal awal? Yes, 33,800. 33,800, and this one need to times with 100. Any question? Anyone don't understand? So far, any question, anything you don't understand, please ask me. I will repeat again. If you don't understand, please ask me. I will repeat again. Okay, now we calculate this. 40100 minus 24550 minus 3,500. I get 12,050 divided with 33,800 times 100. 35.65%. 35.65%. Any problem? Good. Okay, now second question. Sekiranya Anda ingin membuat pelaburan. If you want to do pelaburan, then we will go for pulangan atas modal. The bigger, the better. Pulangan atas modal, the bigger, the better. Okay, if you want to check the pelaburan, we always see pulangan atas modal. So which company is bigger? This Outworld Training Equipment 37%. Outworld Training Equipment 37%. And another one, Faisal, 35%. So which one is better? Outworld or Faisal? The bigger, the better. The bigger, the better. So which one is better? Outworld Training Equipment. Outworld Training Equipment. So you need to put in a sentence. They ask what? Perniagaan manakah anda pilih sekiranya anda ingin membuat pelaburan? Saya akan melabur dalam Outworld Training dan Equipment. You need to, if you say like this, you get only 1 mark. You need to explain. Kerana pulangan atas modal lebih tinggi Berapa? 37% berbanding Pusat Sukan dan Rekreasi Faizal. 65% Okay, can you copy the answer? Okay, if you want this PDF file, the file that I'm writing this one, right? After the class, you can WhatsApp me. You all got my number, right? This is my number. After class, you WhatsApp me. I can send this to you. I can send this file to you. If you will macam tak cukup masa untuk copy ke apa ke. Okay, after this class, you can WhatsApp me. I can send to you. I can make it PDF and send to you lah. Can. Okay, now we go for second question. Second question, right? I don't want to use this table. I want to use the second, the table here. Number one, I do already. Okay, question number 2. Encik Ijaz Fakri merupakan pengarah urusan bagi syarikat Suri Hati Sendirian Berhad. Beliau mendapati baki tunai di bank mengalami kemerosotan sedang peratusan keuntungan yang diperoleh pada tahun 2016 hampir sama berbanding dengan tahun 2017. Okay, there was nothing the situation, they're explaining the situation. So inilah tahun 2017, inilah tahun 2016. They give me all this. All this, okay. Jualan bersih awal sebenarnya, is it 4,750? No, this is 4 million, 4,750,000. Can you see 30? So this 30 apply for everything. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, all these 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, but actually, for ratio, you just don't care, also can lah. Okay, you write the 0, you don't write the 0, you still get the same marks because you are doing ratio. Okay, but the thing is, kalau ada 0, 0, 0 atas macam ini, sebenarnya dia 4 juta lah. Okay, mengira nisbah bagi tahun 2016 dengan 2017 dan jawapan kepada 2 titik perpuluhan. Tokokan pulangan atas modal, nisbah semasa dan ujian asid. So this 4. Ujian asid is the nisbah cepat lah, nisbah cepat. So can we write the formula? Write the formula here. Write the formula here. Okay, first one I write for you. First one I write for you. Tokokan. What's the formula? Tokokan. What's the formula? Very good. Untung kasar over cost jualan times 100. I do short form, but exam don't write short form. Exam cannot write short form. Pulangan atas modal. Untung bersih over modal awal times 100. Nisbah semasa. Ada 2 semasa. Aset semasa over liability semasa. Aset semasa over liability semasa. Ujian asid. Aset semasa tolak inventory akhir over liability semasa. Okay? Can you copy this formula? Any question on the formula? Okay, no question. Can you try yourself? Can you do yourself? I give you 5 minutes. Can you do yourself? Then we discuss the answer. Okay? Are you all doing? Can you give me some thumbs up? Are you doing? Can you give me some thumbs up? Okay, are you all doing? Give me 5 minutes. You can do, huh? Okay. Everyone got the question right? I'm going to off this. I'm going to off, and then I also will do. You also will do later. I present my answer. Okay, now. Who done? Finish or not? Yeah, I finish. Who done? Okay, check your answer. This is my answer. Whichever not same, you ask me, I explain in detail. Check your answer. Do you agree with my answer? If not, let me know. Done? Any question? Okay, any question? Others? Can I continue? Okay. Okay, next question. Mengira kadar pusing ganti inventory bagi tahun 2017. So what's the formula first? What's the formula first? The formula is KI. Cost jualan over inventory purata. Cost jualan over inventory purata. So for the year 2017, for 2017 berapakah cost jualan? Cost jualan adalah 2340. 2340. Okay, divide with inventory purata. Inventory purata, what is the formula for inventory purata? Inventory awal tambah dengan inventory akhir divide 2. Inventory awal tambah dengan inventory akhir divide 2. So, can you go check berapakah inventory awal for 2017? Oh, I'm so sorry. This is 2017. 2014 is 17 is here. 2470. I changed my number. 2470. 2470. 2470 is my cost Jualan for 2017. For 2017. Because the question asking for 2017. Okay, after that, inventory awal berapa? Anybody? This is my inventory akhir. I know inventory akhir for 2017. But berapakah inventory awal for 2017? Who can answer this question? You're very smart. Any smart student? That one is modal awal. Modal awal is different. I want inventory awal. Okay, correct. Very good. Correct. Others? Only 2 students correct. Others? Berapakah inventory awal pada tahun 2017? Okay, I give you some tips. Akhir for last year, closing for last year will become opening for this year. Akhir untuk tahun lepas akan menjadi awal pada tahun ini. Akhir pada tahun lepas akan menjadi awal pada tahun ini. So, berapakah inventory awal pada tahun 2017? Yes, correct. Others? Yes, correct. Smart. Others? Inventory akhir untuk 2016. Inventory akhir untuk 2016 will become inventory awal untuk tahun 2017. Can or not? The question won't tell you. You should know as an account student. Okay. So 532 plus 876. 532 plus 876 divide 2. 532 plus 876. So can you calculate? How much? Anyone? Yeah. 3.51 mesti kena ada kali. Mesti kena ada kali. Very good. Okay, I continue. Next one. Berdasarkan jawapan 2, cara untuk meningkatkan keuntungan perniagaan. How to increase your profit? How to increase your profit? How we can become rich? How a guy, a people will become rich? Apakah cara-cara untuk seorang menjadi kaya? Macam mana you boleh jadi kaya? Kalau you nak jadi kaya, kena buat 2 benda. Apakah 2 benda itu? You kena menambahkan hasil. You need to increase your income. If you cannot, now it's pandemic, you cannot increase your income. If you cannot increase your income, what do you do? If you cannot increase your income, but you still want to become rich, so what do you do? Yes, reduce your belanja. These are reduce your belanja, not inventory. Okay, so these are the 2 ways to become to get more untung. To get a more untung, you need to increase your income. If you cannot increase your income, reduce your belanja. That's 2 things. Okay, first one is meningkatkan hasil atau jualan lah. Another one is mengurangkan belanja atau cost jualan. Cost jualan is the belian lah. You buy the cheaper goods. Can or not? Meningkatkan hasil ataupun jualan, mengurangkan belanja ataupun cost jualan. So now question number 3. Okay, wait now. Okey, maklumat berikut dipetik daripada rekod 2 buah perniagaan yang menjual peralatan 31 Mac 2017. They gave you penyata pendapatan, penyata kedudukan kewangan, they gave you jualan kredit, jualan belian kredit. Anda dihendaki pulangan atas modal, pusingan atas kadar pusing ganti inventory, and tempo kutipan hutang. So, formula. Pulangan atas modal, what is the formula? Pulangan atas modal, what is the formula? Formula dia adalah, yes, untung bersih over modal awal. Don't forget to times 100. Kadar pusing ganti inventory, KI. Cost jualan over inventory purata. Okay, tempo kutipan hutang. Okay, how to remember the formula? Tempo kutipan hutang. So kita akan kutip hutang daripada siapa? ABT ke ABB? Kita akan kutip hutang daripada siapa? Very good. Others? Kita akan kutip hutang daripada siapa? Very good. Very good. ABT. Kenapa seorang ABT menjadi ABT? You buat apa dengan dia? Kenapa seorang ABT menjadi ABT? Apa you buat dengan dia? Kenapa seorang ABT menjadi ABT? Apa you buat dengan dia? Yes, jual secara kredit. Very good. So ABT over jualan kredit times 100. Sorry. Times 365 because tempo. Kalau tempo tahun 365. Okay, you want to try yourself? Do it yourself. I give you 3 minutes only. I give you only 3 minutes. Faster. I give you only 3 minutes. Faster. Okay, siapa tak tahu tengok saya. Untung bersih, I take from here. I take for both, easy for me. Faster way lah. K24 695 28228. Modal. This two. 85 153 90547. times 100 times 100. I take this model. Then cost jualan. Cost jualan is here. Cost jualan is 180,271,153,924 over inventory awal akhir 34560 plus 41524 over 2. This one is 38250 plus 39120 divide 2. Can you see, it's quite small. Can I? Okay, then ABT adalah this one. 12586 10485 over jualan credit 120,500 times 365 98230 times 365. Finish. Now you calculate. Oh, sorry, I take ABB. Sorry. It's supposed to be ABT. ABT. Sorry. I made a mistake here. One 17230 15570. ABT, not ABB. You calculate. All good? Okay, next one. Perniagaan manakah menguruskan inventory dengan baik? So the higher the better. The higher the better. So inventory mana bagus? Ini baguslah, cergas bagus. The higher the better. The higher the better. So you can explain. Cergas sendirian berhad kerana kadar pusing ganti inventory. I use short form kadar pusing ganti inventory 4.74 kali lebih tinggi berbanding sehat sendirian berhad hanya 3.98 kali. Okay? Any question? You ask me now, no question. Question number 4 is the homework. Question number 4 is your homework. You try to do at home. Next week, kita akan discuss. Question number 4 is your homework. Try to do yourself. Next week, we will discuss. And question number 3, answer is here. Okay, if you want these notes, you can WhatsApp to me. I can save this file and send to you. Any problem, you ask me now. No problem, you can leave the meeting. Any problem, you can ask me now. No problem, you can leave the meeting. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any problem, you can ask me now. Thank you. Okay, I end the meeting. You can WhatsApp me anytime. Thank you. Bye.